Good day, my beautiful lady.
Hi.
Well, Gucci, how are we doing?
I'm amazing.
Amazing. How was your weekend? Any interesting thing you want to share?
My weekend was good. I'm starting on a new project for someone, a clothing brand. So I've just been doing that.
Oh, you do clothing brand as well?
Yeah, I designed like for the thing. Like,
You do?
Yes. But
That's
I paint
impressive.
on the side.
I thought it was only art.
Oh no,
That's
I'm very broad, please. I do.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
My
lovely.
co-host. How are we
Yeah,
doing?
my weekend was so forgettable. Please move on to the next person.
Mimi.
Okay. Sis, Kathy.
Girl, my weekend was fine.
It was?
Nothing too exciting.
Okay. Lapel.
Yeah, it was chilled.
It was chill.
I think
Same
it was
here.
raining most
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
I think we're in the rainy season, right?
Yeah.
And
I love that.
well.
It's so painful when you're single with this brother. Like, it's so sad.
Sis, pray. Get some Bible.
Yeah, unless.
Okay, ladies. What do you think about paternity test and DNA? Any brief, something brief you'd like to, yeah. What do you think of it?
I think now is on the rise because there's a lot of cheating in relationships and marriages, so it's on the rise.
Okay.
And I don't blame people who do it. Because
Okay.
cheating is so normalized now.
Right?
So to be on the safe side.
Okay. Anyone else?
Okay, so I think because of a lot of stories that we've had, I think it's become very important to now take DNA tests. So why not?
What kind of
Important,
stories?
huh?
What kind of stories have you heard?
I'm gonna give you a story.
Paternity
story.
fraud
I have a story
stories.
for you.
Lapel.
Did I just go on?
Yeah, just go on with your
Okay,
story.
so let me give this quick story.
Quick.
So there's this ex-Nigerian footballer. I think he used to play for Manchester United. I don't know if it's United or City. It was said recently that he was filing for a divorce from his wife and that apparently his 3 sons do not belong to him.
Oh my god.
3, no one. Only you. Everyone.
Yeah,
Only
3.
you.
That's sad, right?
That's
And their
insane.
sons
That's
as
insane.
well.
That's wow.
No,
They
that's
bear his
wild.
last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3
That's
young boys.
crazy.
Maybe
That's crazy. Exactly my reaction. That's
maybe
crazy.
he is impotent.
Oh my god.
Can you look at
Hey, guys, before we get into this, hey, Last Lickers, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Last Lick. I remain your favorite host. I'm here with my co-host and my beautiful ladies who have joined me here today. I know you already heard what we're talking about. We're talking about paternity fraud and DNA. Why don't you just join us? Let's talk about it and get into the nitty-gritty of the good stuff, right? Yeah, Mimi.
Because how come even one isn't yours? Even one.
Yes, even one.
It means there's something wrong with him. And his wife just tried to,
Trying to make him feel
there's
like,
something
yeah,
wrong with
you're the
him.
man.
Why are you
She's
blaming
trying
the man?
she was trying to cover his, shame.
Yeah, I think that
But
would
how
be
can't
his
you
choice.
score? You couldn't even score one. Out
Yeah,
of the
like
3.
your babies couldn't run even one.
Ladies,
Well, ladies.
we do not know the truth of the
I
matter
think if
here.
there was something wrong with him, or there is something wrong with him, I feel like it's his choice. So for her not giving him that choice to decide if he wants to be a father,
Yeah.
there's no brainer.
He
It's
wants
not
him
good.
to be a father. That's why he's fathering the children.
Yeah, because they're grown, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You're saying he might be impotent, right? And I'm saying that if the lady suspected that he might be impotent, she had a due diligence to literally discuss it with him instead of making him father kids that are not his. I don't think that is nice or fair to
Thank
anyone.
you. He had she.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
everyone
don't
has a
support that.
choice.
Yeah.
You should have given that
This is
man.
all theoretical, though. We don't really.
We don't know
what happened.
We are
Yeah.
So they say so. We don't know what happened, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't really know the truth of the matter. I mean, it's an ongoing
That's like
case.
a maybe.
So-
Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
It's an ongoing case, so we get to the bottom of it. But what are your thoughts on DNA test requests from a man you're married to?
From a man I'm married to.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't have a problem doing it. I would willingly do it, but that doesn't mean I would be okay with him asking, like, why, if we're logged in and loyal, like,
If
we're
you're
logged
gonna
in.
do it, why would you be okay with?
Like, in terms, I would feel upset, like, you don't trust me. Like, why don't you trust me? Especially when I know I haven't done anything, or like there hasn't been an instance where you've caught me doing something, like unprovoked, you come and ask me, yo, let's go get a DNA.
Then it means
like,
you're not okay with it.
I mean, he just needs to like compensate me with like gifts and things after, because I know it's his baby. Like, he knows, like,
No. To me, I feel like there's no coming back from that.
yeah.
In a marriage, it's different if it was a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe you think a marriage is different.
Marriage is
But
different.
sis, it's normal. I feel like DNA and paternity test should be normalized. It shouldn't really be. It shouldn't be a big deal.
It shouldn't be a
I
big
also
deal.
I also feel like it should be normalized. I feel like I wouldn't.
Then we
feel-
should know it's like
At the
birth.
hospital, yeah, at birth, like,
But then
right
it's
then and there.
it's very awkward though. Like, it's not like going to take a blood test. This is like saying that you may not be the father of the child.
It's very insulting.
Yeah.
It's
so
a bit different than going for the usual
So
medical
do you
test.
think it would be fine if it was like something the hospital would have, like maybe a policy or something? Do you think that would
that
that would
was-
still
The
flare up?
hospital really can't force anything on anyone.
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. The hospital can't really.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But in an instance,
you
if
know
that
what?
was the case, I think it would still stir up a lot.
lot.
People would still not want to do it.
But Kathy, why do you think it should be normalized?
No, so this is my point now. As far as the paternity test is authentic, because I've read stories and I've even watched
Yeah.
movies where people have tempered with the paternity test result.
Yep.
So as far as I know, I'm loyal and I have nothing to hide. Honestly,
I'll be you.
I
You're
know-
okay to
I-
do it, right?
as far as it's safe, why not? I don't think that's. I don't think I'll feel insulted because I
Because
know that. And
you
it's
would
just like,
want your man to have clarity, right?
Yeah.
If,
And I feel like-
if that's what he's, is getting him
Yeah.
all mixed up, and then
why not? So
you
I don't
can do it to make him
But-
feel.
But
okay.
one
I
again,
don't-
hold
I
on.
don't
Into the
mind.
aftermath.
So the aftermath would be that, look,
There's clarity.
moving forward, there's clarity. But then again, it depends on how the test went about.
Okay.
So if it was a form of you're accusing me of cheating on you,
Yeah.
and then I say, okay, I think you've done this with this person, and I don't think the kids are mine.
But
Where
then
I haven't
why-
done anything. Where I haven't done anything.
Then why are you asking me for a DNA test if you don't think?
So there could be different
doing
reasons why
something.
people ask for a DNA test.
Yeah.
One, in terms of maybe there's not a blood match, or maybe there's a hospital case, and maybe someone needs blood.
Yeah,
Or something
yeah.
like that. Because that's where sometimes these things come across.
Okay.
Or even in terms of court, where there's
Court, yeah.
property distribution or something, where somebody needs to
And I don't-
distribute property, and then they say, okay,
So that's
this is
a
the
different
paternity.
thing.
That's a whole
Because
different side.
Some people just come to their woman and like, no, this child is not mine. I've heard you are doing
Yeah.
this. You are doing that.
Then
So
in that
case-
case, that means that as the lady, you need to take what happens. If it comes out right, then it depends on you to say, look, this is, you accused me wrongly, and I don't like what you did, and now you're actually the father of the child. So
So what are you gonna
moving
do? What's
forward,
up?
what do we do?
And I
But
think
I feel like you
sometimes
shouldn't feel too insulted
I
about
think
it.
it shouldn't be.
loyal.
Yeah.
Like,
And thank you. If you're loyal, it shouldn't be
If
insulting.
you are loyal, that's what even makes it very painful. And
Yes,
insulting.
like
Sis,
disrespectful.
let me give you
around
an
DNA.
honest. Parents can give birth to a child, and the child will look nothing like any of
the
them.
child, exactly.
How about that one
How
too?
about that one?
In that instance, okay, but I don't know, maybe I feel like it's valid. Like
It's
asking
valid.
for a DNA test could be validated depending on the reason. I feel like it depends on the reason. If you think she's cheating on you, you have like a feeling, maybe you haven't even caught her, you just have a feeling, you can just ask her, like, can we go get a DNA test
Yeah.
because I feel insecure.
Something like that, I suggest you do it without my knowledge.
So she should be sneaking.
No.
Do
it. You can take
The thing
the
is,
samples
anywhere,
to the lab.
Yeah.
But don't come and attack me and ask me, say, DNA.
Yeah, uncle. By
but
force.
anyway, any time that you can bring clarity, you should be happy to bring clarity to a relationship.
Exactly.
Like wherever there is any, I don't know. Let's just Just put it on the table.
Put it on
Yeah.
the table.
And let's get it out of the table because according to
After,
the
my problem is you can't do it all, but after.
because according to the DNA Diagnostic Center, 32% of men and women that come
Yeah.
to test their children is not
It's
their
not their
child.
kids. Yeah.
Their
So
Something, so.
in saying that means that somebody is stepping out of the relationship. So that means that these things need to be taken care of.
Okay.
Because it's not just about the emotions, but it's about inheritance.
Yes.
And biologically speaking, men's children are their investment, their last
you.
names.
Yeah.
If they have girls, they
Legacy.
just change their last name to their husband's name. If they have boys, that name is kept on.
Yes.
That's why in certain cultures, in certain kingdoms, the king wants a son for the son to take
Yeah.
over. Otherwise,
Yeah.
the kingship
Continue
goes
the
out of
legacy.
Yeah, it
family.
goes out.
So this is not just about emotions, but a man is wired differently than a woman.
Yes.
A man needs
Yeah, it's not
somebody to take
emotions.
over from them,
Yeah.
to carry their last name, to
Yeah.
make that son. So
Yeah.
men is a lot for
Yes.
them, for their child not to be theirs all. It
Yeah.
goes sometimes above insecurity, but it goes on a legacy as well.
Legacy.
So for men, sometimes it's not just
Emotional, how you feel that
but
that
it's
moment.
I just want to be
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So everybody here is okay with DNA test. I think that I'm the only one.
No, I'm like
Jenny said
say
she's
what
not
I'm
okay with
saying. Like,
So
cause me personally, I would feel insulted because if my man is asking me for a DNA test, that means like, what does he think of me? Does he think I'm doing infidelity things? Like he thinks I'm cheating, and that's also going to make me feel somewhere about myself. Like, what? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
So my question
what
is,
price?
are you going to allow him to actually do that DNA test?
Yes, because I want to prove to him. I would want to prove to him that look, bro, it's your kid.
So maybe are you
You're
going to
not
allow
going
him to do a
nowhere.
DNA test? Are you going to allow your man to do a DNA test if he asks for one? That's the question.
They'll do it behind your back anyway.
No, if he does it
Because she's
behind
not
my
okay
back,
with it.
I'm
She's
not.
not okay, so
I'm really not okay with it.
The truth of the matter is this, there's honestly nothing. There's
You
really
can't
nothing
do.
you can
Yes,
do about
yeah.
it. If he really wants it, I don't.
And I feel like
I
after
think
the DNA
it's
test,
out of
me,
respect that he has even told you.
yes,
Yeah.
Because what I want to
I
do.
don't want to know. That's what I'm saying. Personally, I wouldn't want to know. You
So-
can do it behind my back.
would you think-
But if you
How
come
would
and
he know
ask
that
me,
you wouldn't want it?
Isn't that an unhealthy thing?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like a man to
Yeah.
say, I have this in me,
Yeah.
and I want to discuss it, and this is the issue?
Yeah.
No. You know
I
what?
wouldn't want that.
No, but that is the way.
I don't think
don't want
you
that.
have to disregard his feelings. So if that is what
That's why
he
your
really
feelings are
wants.
valid, but something so insulting like this, I don't want to know
insulting.
it.
I don't think it's so beyond.
That's what it to me.
Where?
It's not insulting, but to me,
I-
it's
I-
insulting for
I-
you to come and
me-
ask me.
yes.
You're my husband, and you come to ask
Yes.
me, are these children mine?
Yes,
I can in a fit of anger, I can even tell you that it's not mine. They're not my children.
yeah, just to piss you
They're
off.
not-
Just
they're
to
not
piss
your
you off. I'm
children.
very
Do
capable
whatever
of
you
that.
want
Just
to
to
do
piss you off.
now.
But
And after, if you
Mhm.
go and do the DNA test, me personally, it means our trust is done.
Yeah.
You don't trust me.
Yeah.
Because why? We are not sick. We are just there one morning and you're like, oh, I want to do a DNA. If you do it behind my back, I don't know what I don't know wouldn't hurt me. But if you do it behind my back, if you do it, if you come and ask
In
me,
front.
and then I'm done. Like,
so you're saying
So you're going to stop the marriage.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
gonna
to stop the marriage. Personally, I'm going
you're
to
gonna
end
go
the
get a
marriage.
divorce.
Wait, that is a deal breaker for
That's
you.
a serious deal breaker.
That is a deal breaker for you.
That's-
You will end your marriage because your husband asked your
Yes,
paternity.
yes.
So wait, hold on.
Yes.
But this is my question. So wait, so in
If,
case...
if obviously, if there are reasons like what she said,
Yeah.
like the blood doesn't match, whatever, that's fine.
just out of the blue, you're not going to allow
Yeah,
that.
just out of the blue. I'm just, we are just
Just out of that.
we're having a good day, then you come to me.
Babe.
I think these children are not mine. I need it.
Hey,
So you
no,
know what?
if he's
It's always
phrased
out
it
of
like
reason.
that,
There's always out of reason. There's no
You know,
way a man will
sometimes
just get
there's
up
curiosity,
and
you
say,
know.
What
Yeah.
kind of
would
curiosity
not
is
just
that?
get up and say that he doesn't feel like the kids are his.
Unless
So he has
the only
proof.
time I can maybe pardon is if we have a stubborn child and not a stubborn.
Like, nah, this
They are
one is
like-
not.
yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
That's like I'm so we're different people. Please.
Yeah.
That's why we're different people.
But
It's like out of the blue, you're just there having a good time, and
Yeah.
then you come like,
Okay.
it means
Like,
like,
what
started
was
listening to
that
people.
through
Let's
your
just
head?
say it's not out
Yeah,
of the blue.
humans.
Let's
Let's
just
say it's not out of the blue.
You are just together. This is babe. I don't want to hurt you.
But you hurt me.
Something is being on my mind, and I really want to speak to you about it. This is a healthy man, a man that can communicate his emotions, his feelings.
Communication.
He's not going to swap his child's mouth in the nighttime when you are sleeping behind your back. He's coming to you as his husband to say, babe,
I think that is very respectful.
For my sanity. You still be
Thank
annoyed.
you.
My question is, okay, we can do this for the sanity.
Would you still be annoyed? Or
We can do this. Okay.
No,
so
Mimi, would you still be annoyed?
Can we think
Like,
about the
very-
man here?
I'm even heated thinking about it. Please, no, I'll still be annoyed. Because why?
So wait.
No,
so
like,
you
go
know,
on.
You know what you're saying.
Right
is-
now, are we all?
it can literally go two ways. Let me give you a scenario. A scenario where maybe, right, at Beth, there's like a switch up,
A swap.
a swap of babies, right? And you think that you've taken your baby home, and the man too thinks that that's his child. And then maybe there's a weird sickness, or a sickness that's maybe you can only get it genetically.
Yeah.
And then your child has it, but none of you have it. And the doctor says this is something that is your child can only be diagnosed with such a sickness genetically. And then the poses a situation like that where you have to go take DNA tests.
that's
right?
I won't be mad at that. Okay.
Yes, and that situation, like that's
So it's in a situation like this, and the
for
person comes
BB.
to say that, okay, let's do a DNA testing, right? And you say that one you don't mind with that one.
Yeah, I don't mind with that one.
So would you just say it's subjective?
It's subjective, yeah, exactly.
It's just what I will.
90%. I'm 90% against.
yes,
Okay.
like
Maybe
it depends.
10%.
Because what you
the loopholes.
because what you just said is like a rare.
Yeah, it's a rare case.
But if we're being like
But
babes,
most
normal
times
babes,
it's because
the man thinks you're
So what
throwing
would you,
around.
what would you
like,
say about the guys that do DNA testing and then it comes out negative and they're not the fathers in a situation like that?
Oh,
you
so
are
sorry
not
for you.
the father.
So that you're not the father.
You
So
are
shouldn't
not
have done it,
the
right?
father.
Knowing that that's not their baby and continue giving.
Yeah,
But
No.
wait, that's what I said. That is them. Me, if I'm with you, I know that I'm not
Yes.
going to do anything.
I'm
Your
not-
child is
yeah,
your
but
child.
but he's not around you 100%.
But statistics
He
say
goes to work.
that children, not every man's children are his own.
That's what I said.
So
Them.
men-
I'm talking about
Yeah, but the thing is that a lot of them thought that their wives was like that as well. So do you know what? I think sometimes because we are women, we know that the child is in our womb is ours. So for we are more biased.
Yeah.
Biased,
About the
exactly.
situation. But
No,
if men carry the babies, if
When
we
the
as
roles were
men,
reversed. No, but then if the roles were reversed, we all know men be hoeing around like just like that. I feel like it wouldn't even be an issue to ask a man for a DNA test if it was reversed, because we all know men be like doing this, doing their things, but like no.
Yeah, I don't think so, because
You don't think so?
when you say the roles were reversed, do you mean that if a man now is the one that gets pregnant?
Yeah, that's what I
career.
mean.
And that, no, I
Yes.
think it will still be the same.
You think it will still be the same?
because
I think it will be the same because now
You think the percentage will still be 32? Do you think the percentage will still be 32 if the roles were reversed?
Well, if the roles are reversed, you're saying that
The man
you're
is the
putting
one carrying
the
the
man is
baby.
the one carrying
Yes.
the baby. So now we are literally women. The men are
Men
not
have the
women.
sperm.
So now you have the characteristics of a woman, basically. So
the
you're
genes
not,
are
you're not really cheating. You're not
In terms of like going that far, like just a man carrying a baby. Like let's say something happens right now, men can carry baby.
Here, of course. I'm
okay, so I think
Don't
we're
be
saying
mad.
if
think I'm
women
getting
had
what
the
you mean.
sperm and the men had the egg.
Yes.
The men were still masculine, no.
Yes,
The
they just
being
carry the
masculine,
baby.
They carry the baby.
But if you carry a baby, still the genes are your like.
Y'all know what
No.
I'm trying to.
So as
Ladies,
women,
let's come
Let's
back.
move on. Let's move
Wait,
on.
but hold on. But I think a man is with you 9 months. He's taking care of you, rubbing your feet, pampering you, and it comes out is not his child. Like that's insane. So I think sometimes they are valid. That's the reason why I would
should be insulting like the
I would say
example
that.
she made. What if your child was swapped at birth? Because it's
that's
done.
happened.
These hospitals,
But
they
rare.
do. They swap
It's
babies.
it's not rare. It's becoming rampant in a lot of
Okay,
hospitals.
okay.
They do it. So I don't
There's child
think I should be
Yeah.
insulted
There's child
at
trafficking now.
all. So right.
And
Again.
even I watched a movie recently where
It's still
your
insulting
jealous
to me.
ex-girlfriend or maybe your jealous ex-wife or whatever could go and pay a hospital to change the
Jesus.
results.
Yeah.
It must sound like a movie, but movies seem
Well,
to
I'm not
happen in
take care of
Ghana,
another
like,
wise
in
baby,
real
right?
life.
That's
They
insane.
say you can like that to
Movie
it.
mimics real life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
There's some scenes that happen in the movie that sometimes they have to see.
So whilst we're talking about this, do you think it's advisable for DNA test to be done whilst at birth? Like at birth?
Like
I think
straight
it
up.
is safe. Why not?
I
But
feel
I
like
know
to
it's not
put
safe when the
everybody's
child is
mind
born.
at ease. The way the world is going now,
Mhm.
that people are misbehaving.
Save a lot of
It'll save
trauma.
Yeah, it will save everybody's
But
stress.
as far as it's authentic, my thing is there has to be an authenticity.
Like it has to be from a
authentic,
valid.
like
Yeah, you know
somewhere
the
where
source.
You can't bribe the person.
I feel
and all
like
those
if you
things,
go
'cause
to
money is a
hospital-
changer, it's a game changer for a lot of
Money,
situations.
money talks.
I feel like if you go to those hospitals to give birth, and it means you trust the people there.
Yeah. Just like how if
your
you're
DNA.
marrying someone, it means you trust them.
Honestly,
Give me
I'll-
your DNA.
See, I'm not even. If something like that comes up, we all get curious. I would also be curious as well. What if that's not my baby? I would also want to know if that's.
Wait, no, I've just sent one person and come back
Yeah.
negative.
I want to know.
I'm going to challenge the results.
Do they
Honestly.
do DNA tests on the woman too? Can it be done on
the
the
man.
Because it came
Right.
out from the
Doesn't
woman.
matter.
So
Wait, can it be done on a woman? It's
That's
just
why-
a man.
I think
Or
it's both ways.
It's both ways. So, don't they need a sample from the mom,
No,
sample from the dad?
No, and the child, because the child, as long as the mother is the mother, as long as she birthed the child.
It's always going to
Case
be
you are
from-
saying,
Okay.
no, the case you are saying,
the case
I
you're
know that if a woman gives birth, obviously,
Yes,
the
mom.
child carries my genetics. But I'm saying that the case where you go and do it, you the woman, you're like, oh, that is your child, and you go and do it, and it's not his child. And where you were saying that the babies get swapped.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or something like
And
that.
that's what told you.
There was a woman that I read a story like that. I wasn't just saying it. I read a story where a woman literally said the babies were swapped at birth, and the DNA test done by her husband proved that it was negative. But she has never ever been with anybody else. So it was literally more like her word against the hospital
yep.
or him.
So
which was very sad.
does she have to do a DNA? Do women?
So apparently that's what happened. So she had to do that and realize that that's not even her child.
Oh, okay.
That's what
So
you're
that's
saying.
what I'm
Yes.
saying.
So it's like
When
it's like that.
Oh, wow. I get. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you guys are not looking at me. I'm looking at it from the emotional point of view.
That's important.
Yes,
to
me
know.
And
You
honestly,
see,
me,
you're
no,
emotional about
I
it.
get you.
Yeah.
I mean, my
It's
emotional
not the
point of
best.
view. First, already he should have my compensation
But sometimes
confirmation.
don't let
with,
emotions
like,
get in the way. sis.
yeah.
There's emotion and there's logic. So
Yeah.
logically, you would want that to happen.
I mean, in a relationship, there'll be so many things that can hinder your trust for someone.
Yeah.
There can be so many different things. Oh, why are you speaking to your ex? Why did you go to this place? A DNA test is just one of them. And if you can clarify it, why not? So I think.
Exactly. If you can cry.
So do you think we should normalize it?
When you say normalize it, do you mean make it a part of the hospital procedure or a part of societal procedure?
Yeah. So just so you know, like what she said, she hasn't been with anyone
If-
aside the husband.
I feel like if it's from birth, the
If it's-
trauma is different.
it's
Like
less.
it's
It's not
less
even-
on both.
I mean, you
ends.
can know so that the nurses don't even end up swapping the babies in the first place.
I mean, I will see my baby before you take my baby away.
I'll see my baby before you take the
Anybody
baby.
who is
Oh, yeah.
pass out.
when you
Sometimes
take
you
the
pass
baby,
out.
put everything here.
Sometimes you pass out.
That's why you always need somebody
someone
there.
there.
to see
Yeah.
I want to share a quick story, right? It's personal. I don't know if it will be like a deviation, but I just want to like touch on it. I remember when I was like 9 years old, my mom had twins, right? But I'm saying this because of someone made a point that you see your baby before, you make sure you see your baby before they go up. My mom didn't have that chance to like see her babies because I think she passed out.
Yeah.
This is what I think. It might not be fact, but the person that helped my mom give birth was my aunt. She was like a senior something in the Winneba Hospital. like I said, it might not be factual, but it has been buried, and I feel like no one talks about it. My dad, no one talks about it because when they came to tell them that the babies had died, and then they actually believed that. I feel like it shouldn't have because we actually saw the babies. And
they
I
were
don't
like
know, since
alive?
that yes, we saw them, and then they came to tell my mom they were still birth.
How is that possible?
From then, I've had this feeling that
You're scared.
maybe,
Oh, yeah.
these babies have been,
They're
probably
somewhere
my-
black.
yeah.
somewhere.
But like they never talk about it. So
Yeah.
I just feel like I should chip it in because you know sometimes you don't have.
So
the
wait, were they
chance
able to see the dead babies?
We didn't even see them at some point when we saw them initially, and then they came to tell us that they had died. They weren't. They didn't want to allow my dad and I to enter again,
No.
like to
that's
see.
That's foul.
That's sus.
That's foul.
That's very suspicious.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry you had to go through.
So how many years
about
now?
that.
No.
Yeah. So I think we should normalize DNA. Test.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's very important.
Okay, so so would you? Okay, you're the woman. You would never suggest it, or like, do women be suggesting it sometimes? Like, or is it rare?
I mean, you can suggest. I think a woman can suggest it. In the case of the swapping, when you go, you realize that no, this baby doesn't,
This baby doesn't feel like my baby.
feel the connection with
saw a
the
TikTok
baby.
couple. They had a baby, two black people. They had not
A fair
albino,
baby.
a blonde baby,
It happens.
a white baby with a blonde two,
It happens sometimes.
and
So I heard.
I saw it on TikTok, and they're both. People were asking in the comments,
they
like,
really
"Are
their
you
baby?"
sure?" Like,
Yeah.
this woman has.
Because
And
as
it
black
was
people,
very-
we have a gene called the Eve gene,
Yeah.
which means that we can produce many varieties of things. So it's no for
Yeah.
black people to be able to produce babies that are not black at all.
That's
Wow.
Black
Oh, married.
Interesting.
Not me, not black children. I don't want to produce black children.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
but
explain.
let's talk about
Guys,
why
let's-
we
let's
should.
retire.
No, I think another thing is maybe a mother's instinct. So
Yeah.
sometimes your instinct will tell you that look, this might not be
This might not be, and then
Yeah, like,
you don't
this
feel
is
the
not-
connection.
this is not my baby.
Yeah.
And then you take it all the way. You don't just let it go.
Let's talk about why we should, respect people's decision of adopting DNA tests.
I feel
Why
like
should we respect
why would
it?
we should respect their decisions? Because they're trying to like have a sense of clarity for themselves, and I feel like because if we're talking in marriage or a relationship, you love this person, you want to make sure they feel secure, you want to make sure they are okay. So if they want a DNA test and it would make them feel like okay, there's a sense of clarity, I think you should give it to them.
But you guys are not understanding that the DNA test can actually break a lot of marriages.
Yeah, but girl, why
When you
being
look at the
disloyal?
emotional part.
Yeah,
that's
like
the
girl,
question.
why you being
Why are you being disloyal? That's the thing.
Like,
If you have nothing to hide,
Yeah.
Even if you have nothing to hide, you guys are not understanding that.
Meaning, I wouldn't have
No,
anything to hide, but
sorry.
I would still feel away because I
Yes,
would,
you feel
because
a
why
type
I
of
feel-
way, like-
I'll feel disrespected, but I would still want to prove to you that yo, this is your kid.
Especially
You
after the
shouldn't
children
have
have
a
been
problem with
My
that.
finger.
Okay, so
I
if you
would
don't
have a
mean
problem
it,
with that.
meaning
You can't
the
tell
person
me how
has
to
a
feel,
reason,
but
right?
If a man,
No, when I
if
said-
a man is asking me for a DNA test, it means he point blank period. He thinks I'm cheating. He thinks I am doing something elsewhere, and that kid. is
Most
not for him.
cases,
Yes.
Yes, like majority, 100%, like not 100%, but like
A majority.
high
Most
percent.
cases.
So I'm not gonna be like what? This
And the aftermath is like, okay,
I think
so
you-
now
I think
what?
you guys got me wrong, but I mean, it's
Now
fine.
what? And if the children are not yours, to the marriage ends for most people.
Yes. Like which man?
So-
which man is going to look
DNA
after-
test is going to break a lot of people's
Yeah.
marriages.
And
It's
for
going
me,
to-
it shouldn't just be one DNA test. It should be like from two places
Yeah.
because that's another problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people trust 100% a hospital, so when that's not the case.
Okay.
So try somewhere else, get two verifications, make sure it's verified. That's very important because now people can be easily bribed and there's corruption. People can
Tend
pay
to
money,
it, yeah.
and there's inheritance involved in terms of a lady can literally go swap DNA results where a
Yeah.
guy knowing that this is not his baby so that the child will get some money or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we need to put all those things
Oh,
into
this yes,
consideration
and then yes,
and not just take
we
the
shouldn't
emotional
also
part.
Thank you. We shouldn't also we shouldn't really put it on the emotional. Sometimes
Not too
let's be- We are
emotional.
women, but some women are
They
wicked.
are ruthless.
These men, some of the men do not deserve the things they go through. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
A man will, this man is a good man, and then the child is not theirs. Why are you lying?
Posing and forcing like this is your kid. Okay, if you watch Bridgerton, you would know there was this girl. She was pregnant, and then back in those times, the only way you could get support or money is if you marry. and she had no one, and she had to forcefully put the kid on another man because the man loved her so much. So she had to like go and do the intercourse and everything.
Yeah, it's bad.
And
So-
she put the child on the man. The man found out, and the man told her, "Why didn't you just tell me? I would have actually catered and cared for the
yeah,
child."
so-
'cause I
yeah,
love you."
yeah.
So I feel like in most instances, but the way the economy is going, which man?
No, but you know, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
That's what
No,
I'm
but
saying.
that is it's more of you.
Yeah.
Think about the other person.
Yeah, and then let the person make that choice.
Decide.
That maybe I don't mind. I love you, the lady, and I can go ahead. But if you don't give that person that transparency to make that choice
you
and
are
say
lying.
by force, no, that's
but
not being fair.
look at what-
That's disloyal.
Mimi saying, you see what Mimi said? Mimi said that it can break a lot of marriages. It can break a lot of homes. That's real. If it comes back negative, that man is gone.
Exactly. Then you should be able to deal with that.
No, honestly, like
Exactly. First of all, that's the question. Yeah.
Person's child on
On another person. How is that even
I
right?
did watch something.
That's not right.
I did
It's
watch
not
a show.
right.
You guys are
I did watch a show, and the person did the guy when they were testing for the guy said even if he's not his, he will stay around. So some men are still willing to stay around if the child is not theirs, but I feel the guy should know if the child is theirs or not. It's a human right. He should
Yes,
know.
it's a human right. This is right to know.
He has to.
Yeah.
He has to know if that's his baby or not. And if he wants to,
I'm saying,
if that's
yes,
his
you
baby,
have
he
the
wants
right to know. But after you know that it is yours, how do we
Bye-bye.
move forward?
You can still
That's something
move
you can
forward.
discuss.
It's
How
called,
do we move
it's
forward?
called maturity.
Okay, then I'm
And it's
immature.
called, and it's
I
called,
wait.
I'm not saying you're immature, but I'm saying there's certain things that can break a relationship.
Yeah.
But you don't allow it to because it was very necessary. Just
Yeah, I don't think,
Yeah,
honestly, I don't think that
does
should
that.
be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, me, just compensate me. Give me a new rings. Give me my new necklace. I'm good, dude. Like, let's talk about it.
I feel like I will take everything from you after, like, oh, give me this, give me that. But still, when I sleep, when I'm sleeping on the bed with you, I'm
be
sleeping
like,
with one eye open. One eye open. Because what do you mean?
because he was honest about his reservations.
Yeah, but I feel like,
But why do you have reservations?
You guys, you always make
why
this
does he
thing
have
feel. You know,
reservations?
you should guys go like women. We don't like the truth. Like
what we
this thing is
That's what I
true.
said.
We
we don't like-
actually don't like the truth.
So we
You don't want him having
don't
the
want him
respect
to
for
find
you
out.
to come and say, "Oh, this is what I feel. This is what I'm going through.
But
I
why do
want
you
us
feel
to
that
do
way?
this together."
it could.
It means you don't
No.
trust
It
me.
could actually go.
I
two
want
ways.
you
It
to
could
take out
actually
the
go two
trust
ways.
part. It's more of clarity.
Clarity
It's
for what? It
clarity.
means you don't trust me.
See.
Because why do you need clarity if you trust me that yes, this girl had my baby. It's my baby. I believe in her. I think she's not going to do.
So
What I
typically, most
So
of the
what do you
men
mean
that have trust issues is because you can see a striking resemblance with whoever you're with. So when they say something like, if you gave birth for a guy and it's maybe a boy, so and the guy just looks at him, yes, most of the time there's no
right now,
no,
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like your daddy. Most of the time, that's why most of them don't have clarity. But realistically,
Yeah.
when there's no resemblance, it just makes sense. Somebody
To
wants to
act.
take a DNA. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be a big thing. It shouldn't be something that the person will like.
I don't
Good
think
for you
I'm
guys.
gonna
Good for you. Good for you. When you give birth, let your husband have a DNA test on all
mean,
your
how
children.
do
That's
it?
fine. But me.
That's like, as soon as he opens the
That's
day
so
he
crazy
opens
to
his
me.
mouth-
It's literally very crazy
Okay,
to
so
me.
Mimi,
That you have
like
to
it
do
should
it.
be
wait,
like
wait.
that.
You're gonna leave the marriage.
Yeah, so wait.
If it comes back and it's your children, I'm like,
So what if it's not his kids?
In your
children?
face.
Yeah. So what if it's
What
not?
if it's not his kids? What would you say?
it is his kids. Me personally, I'm not going to be fucking
About
around.
lots of things.
I'm taking about
Okay,
It could happen.
Hold on.
But
Hold on, I get this.
a lot of emotions aside, let's
That's what I
look
say, there's
beyond
no-
it.
then
We just made a lot of examples here. What if, God forbid, I do not wish that upon you. But what if your babies are swabbed?
Swabbed. Exactly what I said. You do.
You will still be angry.
For you.
No,
Where,
I'm
oh my God,
saying-
your baby's worse swabbed.
But what would make the man feel like the babies got swapped?
You see, maybe he's
For
not
him to come
thinking
and ask.
emotionally. He's thinking logically. They don't look like him. Really, they don't look like the mom. That's why. No, honestly.
So he should communicate
Honestly.
Most of your what? Do you have kids?
No, I'm saying most of my family members, we don't
all
even
look alike.
No, we don't even look are like, we don't look like our fathers. We look like maybe our auntie.
Yeah,
or
so it's a valid
Some
reason
fathers
for him
don't
to
work.
ask.
Something with that, you definitely look like someone in your family. So it makes sense. But if you don't look like anybody in the family,
Questionable.
Also,
Okay, so wait.
it should be
Let's say
questionable.
when you guys
your
have
man-
your children,
your
you can
man has
run your
to
DNA
for the
test.
DNA test. It comes. So you would go ahead when he asks you to do it, but then you would dip after, or you're just going to dip when he comes to see
Peace
you.
out.
So, I assume you're not gonna do it.
So you're not gonna do it.
No, he can do it
But after
because
that,
I
you
have
can't.
nothing to hide.
Why are you gonna? Are you? So you leave him?
But
Are you
it's
gonna
peace
go with
out.
the kids?
But peace
Yeah,
out.
you can go
Peter.
to.
Yeah. So when you leave him, are you gonna go with the kids?
We're going to tussle. Oh my god.
No,
And
this
then
one is
yeah,
just,
it's
it's
gonna
just
be a
talk.
brawl.
It's all talk.
It's all talk.
It's all
You
talk.
I
It's all
can see
talk.
you guys too. It's all talk.
No.
If you're trying to invalidate my feelings, I'm saying
Yeah,
that I'm
no, don't
then I
invalidate
can
her.
say that it's all talk that when you get there, you wouldn't want to have your DNA test.
Me also, as far as me, the
like I
doctor.
said, I also want to
Exactly.
know.
It's all-
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'll also leave. So
I
you
think
can't tell me that.
It could make.
You can't
or
tell
break.
me that I wouldn't leave.
So it's a deal breaker.
It's all talk.
I think
It's
it
a
should
deal
be.
When we
breaker.
get
Yeah,
there.
it's a deal breaker for you as far as
Yeah.
Thank
that's,
you.
you don't like that.
Yeah.
Thank
It could
you.
actually- it could
But
make
for
or
him
break
to
a
maybe not knowing the paternity of his kids is also a deal breaker, and everybody deserves. You have to meet at a ground.
Yeah.
So you can't say I can't let you have a paternity test or.
That's what I said. I said you can have it. I didn't say you can't have it. I'm talking about it after.
I think the fact that he has asked is that has started
enough.
it for you, right?
It's just taking me off the wrong way. Like,
Yeah.
What?
It doesn't take you right.
Don't
hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I
But you
get it.
understand why a man might want.
yeah, I understand.
You understand?
But emotionally, I'm like, what?
No,
Exactly. Exactly.
But if it's a medical thing,
Yeah.
like what she said, that's fine. It will hurt me, but I'll be like,
And you're straight.
you know what? Let's do it. But if we are having a good marriage, everything is fine, and maybe you start listening to people.
Yeah,
That's
different.
After so many years, like the child is like 10 years old, and you started listening to people with your wife,
Yeah, because men really do be listening to their friends. Like,
and then they start.
Everybody listens to everybody.
Everybody.
Men listen to everybody and let their wife.
Even if a man listens to his friend, let me tell you, everybody has their own thought process. So even if he listens to his friend, he's gonna sit back. If
Reflect.
somebody's telling you that this is not your baby, look at the child, and it looks like you. Are you gonna?
Are you gonna go and ask for it?
You don't have a mind of your own as a man. Haven't you guys seen those paternity shows?
Yeah.
Sometimes I look at the children and the man asking for the DNA.
And I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the ears, those are your ears.
Only come to find it is not his child.
You are not the father.
So very difficult one.
Yeah.
So we're still on the matter. It's getting heated over here. My co-host says she's going to dip and never look back because her husband is asking for a DNA test.
So would
What
you?
is your take on it?
So what? You're going to let your pride ruin your marriage? So you're saying you going in just doing the test is more detrimental to your mental health than
Disrespect to her.
taking care of your child and
Who said
having
I'm
a
not going to
stable-
take care of my children?
without the man? Like I'm saying, you would be a single mother just because you got
Are you
asked
not
for a
being
DNA
selfish?
test.
I'm not a single mother. We're still co-parenting because they are your children. I don't.
But
cheat.
you're gonna do a divorce though.
Yeah, I'm going to have a divorce. Have a divorce.
Are you not being? Don't you think you're being too
serious?
selfish in this situation? Like you're not thinking about the kids
So-
at this point. You're
so
just
what-
thinking about you because the man asked for DNA.
Okay, so well, how do you think your child is gonna feel?
Please, how many questions should I
Sorry. I just want to know. I just want to know
Ask him.
if your child says, "Mommy, why did you and Daddy end?" Oh, he asked me to get.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
you be like,
DNA.
yeah, Mommy.
I'm going to tell them.
Like, oh,
Mommy,
damn.
And then I felt that was very disrespectful to me. So I
Your
did.
child like, hey, Mommy, I would want to. Okay, what if your child say, "Okay, Mommy, let's go and do it"? What will you say? You're gonna say no to your
I
child.
said they should do it. But
Okay.
after he does it, and
That's
finds out-
it.
he finds out that they're his children. That's it.
Why is
That's
it?
it.
Why is it that's it? Like
Because
why? What's the
she
problem?
feels disrespected.
Trust. You don't trust me. It means you don't trust me.
So wait, so are you saying that if you are unsure of something and someone asks you, you're gonna be mad at them and say they don't trust you?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't want.
Because that's
to
what you're
speak to
saying.
them.
It's like if
unsure
there's
of
some-
what? A DNA test is a serious thing. I've carried these babies in my womb for 9 months.
Thank God you said it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing for both parties, but because somebody's also
You're trying to do
trying
both.
to get
Yeah.
clarity.
Clarity for what? It means you think I'm a cheat. You
No,
don't
I need to look beyond that cheating.
So there's
not
not
about-
clarity. Are you looking for?
Maybe we just insecure.
his.
Okay, what it
So
means?
it means you think I slept with other people.
And maybe if
That's what we are saying. Look beyond that.
Okay,
So
even
what
if
are
he
we
does,
looking
wouldn't
beyond?
okay,
he does,
even if
shouldn't
he
he come to you and have that conversation?
Wouldn't you want to
Babe,
clear his
I'm
doubt?
feeling a bit, I know that this is wrong, but my mind, you came late last
Help
night.
me lay to rest.
It says sister's birthday party. I know you two still have a relationship. I still feel like maybe you could step out on me, but for the sake of this, because I love you.
I'll ask you that. Are we in an
For
open
that
marriage? Have we
For
ever
that
been
one,
in
that's
an open
BS,
marriage?
honestly. For that, if he came with
that motive,
scenario,
that motive.
that's BS. If you ask me, honestly, that's BS. If he came with that scenario, that's BS for me. If you say
Because you went for a party.
you went for your
You party, you when your ex was there. Wow.
some people hear it, honestly, because that one I don't want to hear it.
Because it's not
Right.
just boyfriend, girlfriend, it's just
Imagine of the relationship.
But the marriage is just paper. Why do you guys have like a marriage? It's
Marriage
like for
Girl, marriage is not just paper.
A marriage
It's
is-
deeper
marriage
than
is
paper.
the marriage is.
After-
But you as no.
Yeah, often is legally binding, so it's a partnership. I understand that implication. If you both divorce, then assets.
There are laws governing a marriage.
But in terms of relationship, nothing has happened. You haven't become spoiled. You haven't become superman. You're still both human beings that are living in a house. The only thing maybe that would have changed is that now you live together in a household.
No, that's not the only
what
thing
has
that would have changed. If you take it like that, if you say that way, I don't think we're being real about marriage. It's more than that.
No,
because
people
now,
make it
in
more
terms of
than it
marriage,
should
the
be.
kids involved, they're all involved.
Oh my
So it can't be that. It can't just be that, honestly.
No, okay, you have children, but what I'm saying is that people have children and they don't marry. People
Okay,
live
now-
in the same house and they don't marry.
I think
there
I'm
are
very
people that live
confused
in
now.
this world that buy a house together, that has children, and
Yeah.
yeah, get married. So, okay, of the people that get married and don't get married, that have children and live together, what is the difference between them? There's not many
For that one, we're not. That's what we're really discussing.
But no,
But
but
that's-
but it got to that.
It got to that.
If one of them wants, if both of them want to ask for a DNA test, they both have the right. Not
Not just
any of
one
them-
person.
Not any of them has more right because one is married.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. That yes, it makes sense. But I was saying that when you came out with that scenario, you said that marriage is
Let's create that.
It's just a paper.
that's why type of things. Yes,
That submission has been scraped. Can we go back to the actual?
Well, we should go back to asking Mimi, why are you gonna
We should go.
leave
We
the
should go back.
The enemy
We should
of
go back to killing
No,
him.
we are just trying to like.
thing that part?
We just want you to look beyond.
Yeah.
I feel like you've placed just one thing in there. You're talking about.
We are on the same
Anytime we left up jail.
You know, I respect your opinion, but sometimes how
You need
you
to
feel
call-
is
yeah.
not necessarily the right thing.
Yes.
I'm actually
All the
on.
time.
I'm on Mimi's team, but
Yes.
I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to
I'm
break
going to
the
ha-
marriage.
as much as
because
you've
of
come
that.
to me that you're having a conversation, I'll also tell you that I'm telling you, babe, these are your children. But if you want to go ahead and have your DNA test, I'm not against it. Have your DNA test. But this is the aftermath.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do. You
So-
said what you want
so-
to do.
so-
Me too. This is what I'm
Can I
going to
say
do.
something?
Well, that. Okay, no, let me
Because
talk.
you
Because
just
let me
said-
just.
if I forget. So okay, just say you said I want a DNA test, and you say what you just said, and he doesn't do a DNA test, you'll still stay with him.
Yes, let's act that.
I don't.
Yeah. She would. Yeah.
Answer our question.
She would.
Answer a question.
She would.
No, let her answer. Let her answer.
Let's Mimi. Tell us.
Because
Because
he
you're
still
talking
brought it
about the
up.
disrespect.
He
So
still
Yeah.
brought it up.
You still brought it up.
What about? Is
So,
it-
and this for us to
build
build
on
on
track.
saying.
Yeah.
No, not going. No,
No, yeah.
If you will do it,
Nah,
Do it. No, that's blackmail. That's manipulation.
I'm manipulative. I wear it.
Period. Manipulation girls to the win.
It's given I'm hiding something.
Yes.
That's why I said do it. And he said don't do it. Do it.
This is giving
Yes.
Nah, you're very manipulative.
constantly manipulative.
No,
and
you're not
then-
Please do it.
Considerate.
Do it.
Threatening him.
Do it.
Wow.
I'm not threatening you.
Because if he does it now, you leave him. So what's the point?
Do it.
Now he's held under us.
Do it.
Yeah.
Baby, do it. Do it.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
Do
I just want to read this.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just
Can
do
I
it.
please
Like
read
Nike.
this?
Like Nike.
Ladies, please, I want to read something. Something.
But I'll still
Our
sleep
producer.
with, let me say something. I'll still sleep with one eye open because you are suspecting me.
Yes.
And now I'll start suspecting you too.
That's
Your,
real.
your suspicisions are valid.
Yeah.
Thank
That
you.
one, I must say, it's
Suspecting
valid.
him for
Why
what?
is it valid?
Why are you suspecting
Let me
me?
tell you why. Let me say what when she's saying that.
Why are you suspecting me?
In the first place.
It's natural.
It's natural.
That is also natural. I start suspecting
It's
you.
natural to no.
Suspecting
You're
for what?
taking- suspecting for
No,
what
for what?
exactly?
What are you suspecting him
What are you
for? I want to know.
You are
Exactly.
suspecting me of
cheating.
cheating. It means you're also doing
Oh my
something.
God, that's
no.
Like,
clarification for DNA doesn't
never
necessarily
end.
always have to do with cheating.
Cheating.
That's what we're trying to tell you.
So what is it?
At the end of the day, what is it?
cheating.
Babe, listen.
Put my mind to rest for what? If you believe,
mind to run.
Wait.
y'all,
The mighty rest
if you
scenario.
believe that this is your children, I didn't
What?
cheat on you.
Yes.
I had your baby.
Like we're
I
lost.
don't think at some point he's even thinking you've cheated
That's
on
not.
him.
That's what I'm saying.
So he doesn't.
what is the basis?
What? Yeah, that's what.
What is it?
Sis, there are lots of things that could go wrong.
Let me answer you here.
I said she mentioned that the babies could be swapped.
Let me give
Blah,
you.
blah,
Let
blah,
me
blah,
tell
blah.
you something. Let me
So
give
what
you
is
one
it?
solid.
How did the
scenario.
baby? Am I married?
Let me give you one
It's
solid
cheating.
scenario.
You think I'm cheating?
Let me
Yeah,
give
she
you-
said. That's
Let me give you one.
somebody else.
Wait. Let me give you one solid scenario. Now, do you know that when somebody gets citizenship to another country and a man is married with their kids, they have to do DNA tests.
That's what I said.
So
One
there's
time
no
to
proof that
prove
they're
Yeah.
But that's another instance.
That's what I said.
Yes, that's another instance.
That I am going to be like,
come
yes,
to.
fine.
Because
we need
it
it.
benefits you.
Yes.
No, we need. It doesn't benefit me. We
Because
need it.
they're traveling. So because
We
it
need
benefits
it.
The benefits, but what? So
We need it.
The person,
But if we don't need it, we are just there.
Yes,
we are having a
unprovoked.
good. And
She's saying
you get
it's
up,
by condition.
you get up and like, oh, we're gonna have a DNA
So would you
test.
rather him say, I want us to travel in the next couple of years?
Yes, he should
Let's
trick
just
me.
do something.
yeah, you want to be like,
Yes.
maybe she wants to be like.
That's why I said they say women don't like this.
She wants to be like.
It makes more sense to me.
So okay, let me ask you a question.
Because of her feelings,
this-
it would
with
make
this-
more sense for him to go about it that
If
way.
you just get up and say that you are you want a DNA,
No,
and that's
let's put reality here.
Wants to be
a loyal babe.
Babe,
The babies are yours. I'm loyal. I didn't go to sleep with anything.
Yeah,
I want to ask you a question. Now,
my
what
God.
Raphael said, where I said something where he decides to go the other route and says because we're probably traveling, and it's a lie. Are you gonna be mad when you find out?
Yes, I'm going to be
Yes.
very mad.
Of course.
Oh, sis.
Because
I don't know why.
So you the man can't go anywhere.
You don't like the truth when you're
You don't want to go anywhere. What's going on?
You don't like the truth. You don't like the lamb.
You do your DNA test,
Yeah,
but you can't tell me how to feel after that.
yeah.
He's not telling you anything. Is one.
And
telling
you
you
guys
how
are trying to force me
No, but yeah,
No,
look
but
at the
for
man's
me,
perspective.
see in
Because now you want the
perspective.
man to
Okay, look at your
Yeah,
bar.
not the man. Yes, because she's created a room of doubt. Yes. You don't think
So what was
Okay,
so what was he creating when he asked her?
Thank you for.
guys.
Thank you.
Oh my God! I can't believe we cannot even. Why should we argue about these?
honestly,
All has one.
Honestly, you
Could be
can't
three.
change
It's
my
one
mind.
plus one.
Could be 3.
1 plus 1.
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
Funny.
Good luck to you if you guys want.
Really, guys, I have migraine right now. Seriously.
If you guys want that,
My
good for you, babes. Good for you.
Wow.
Good for you.
So it's okay. We've gotten to the bottom of it. Maybe he doesn't like the truth. It's not that you like the lie. So we got it.
Thank
We
you.
got it. We got it.
Yeah, we.
But
Actually, this one is black and white.
You know what?
So
You
you
just said that earlier. We'll have saved us of all this. Back and forth.
I get it. I mean, we're not like say we're not trying to say anything to invalidate you or if you still want to.
Right
live
now,
with
it's
your
like you
emotions.
are. I'm saying that
That's
me,
you.
personally, I'm not going to put a baby on somebody whose children it's not.
Yeah.
If I tell you it's your child, it's
your child.
True.
Yeah.
That's you, but some of me, they can look the guy in the eye.
Yes.
This takes me to this info I got right here. It says a startling revelation from Blueprint DNA's 2022 study in Ghana, where 70% of tested children were not biologically related to their presumed fathers.
Hey, it's only 30% kwana yomudia.
Isn't it?
That's
It's
insane.
insane. It's insane. So
That's insane.
I'm part of the 50%.
Yeah, I'm part of the 30%. I'm never gonna do that.
I'm part of the 30%, but
I'll pass on to you.
test.
Yeah.
I'm part of, but I wouldn't mind if the person wants to do a test.
Me too. Me too.
I think it's
Do it.
that makes it.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
why not?
Do it.
Ladies,
do
let's
it.
wrap up. What are your last words? What would you want to say?
Yeah, if you know, I know I'm more. If you know you're gonna ask me to do a DNA test, I'm gonna do it. But just make sure you have my gift at the end to show that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the test gift.
yeah. Already, you even need to have a push gift. Already, woman, push your baby 9 months. You already have to have a push gift. And if you're gonna ask me for a DNA,
part. Like,
yeah,
you know that these children are for this.
Yeah,
this
that
one,
would
and
hurt
then
me.
he's coming to you.
He
with-
doesn't.
he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Maybe,
He's
maybe
just trusting your word, though. That's
See,
all he's trusting.
Yeah, it's like you use your words against it. Like you just want him to believe you.
And it's even typical in terms
That is
of
what
a guy
trust
saying
is.
they love you.
We've
and
never
saying,
seen
"But I love
God.
you," and then
But
they're
we
married.
believe
You
in God.
understand?
Yeah.
We've never seen God, but we believe in God. If you trust me, if your heart is in my hand, and you trust
No.
honestly, so as soon as you start to make it, so does not mean that this man has another family. Listen,
Yeah.
this is what my thing. Does that mean this man has another family and this woman has also done this to him?
yeah, that's why he
So
wants
that's
to.
what, so hey, this is my mind. And I'll start looking at you different.
That you have issues because I'm coming to you being honest and yet you don't like it. That means there's an issue with you equally.
But she's saying if it's unprovoked, okay, so meaning if like let's say your husband had like a past issue where someone tried to pin a baby on him, the issue is over, now you guys are together, you give birth, he asks you for a DNA test. In that situation, are you gonna say, okay, because I know your past, I'm gonna say yes?
Situation. I'll say, babe, believe my word. If you trust me, honey, if you trust me, but you can do it anyway. As I said, me, I'm not going to stand in your way.
Yes.
Okay. Kathy, any last words?
But you
There we go.
can't tell me how to feel after.
We get it, ma. Clearly understood. Thank you. Kathy,
Like last words, I saying what?
anything you'd want to put out?
Honestly, I'm trying to. I'm trying to suck in what all that.
Okay, and we can go to
that
Apple and then we can go to Apple.
Yeah, I would say it's quite mad
Yeah,
because men and women, we're not the same.
yeah.
So I understand why a man could potentially, but I do sympathize with you because I will feel away. But in order just to squash everything, I would
do
just
it.
do it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't leave him after.
Yeah. Great. Well, I don't even know how to go about these things. Women that you know very well that this child doesn't belong. I know a lot of people out there. With this thing is this is someone's truth. Someone
Yeah,
is
this is
living in this truth. You're giving birth to a child that you've pinned it on another man, knowing very well that this child doesn't belong to this man. Shame on you. You can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do better, please.
Do better. Be better.
Stick to one man.
Like it's so
Exactly, I
hard.
think that's the.
Especially if
Yeah.
you're married.
Yes. Like I feel like
Exactly.
marriage is not a joke. Like why?
And then also, I would also like to touch on, please, let's be guided. See, I know sometimes when you go to these hospitals, they go like, oh, it's just one person. And they'll be pushing this person. Please fight for you can stay there. Watch your wife give birth. Because, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, honestly.
Just
Yeah.
so we avoid these swapping, and
Exactly.
this stuff.
Yeah.
Like for
Children.
me, I'd just like to add that the authenticity, just to make sure that at the end of the day, if there's a DNA testing, that is verified.
Yes.
So, because sometimes people are influenced by money and certain things can
Yeah.
change the result. So
Yeah.
make sure that the two parties involved have to be matured enough. So if with the man, if you did a DNA testing and maybe came out like wrong, and then maybe the lady said, it can't be. We should be
Go
open-minded
look
enough
forward.
to have
Yeah,
don't be too close-minded and say, well, that means this is
Yeah.
it. Because you've had stories where later on you found out that was the
I mean, if you have to do 10, do it.
have to
Yeah.
Just so easy.
But
Yeah.
make sure every party is truthful.
Alrighty, ladies.
Would you be?
Another fruitful,
Yeah.
discussion. I also feel like, anytime we talk about these kind of topics, I feel like we are impacting the society. We are talking about, good
Yes.
stuff,
Yeah.
right?
We're helping the society.
Yeah, we're talking about good stuff, and it makes me feel fulfilled in a way. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people had to hear what we
The
have.
words of the voiceless, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go, kind courtesy of Lunan. Lunan surprised us with Moscato champagne. Yes, you love it.
It's giving.
I like the
I love
packaging.
the packaging.
After we tried this before, we tried the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before, yeah.
Oh, once
Trust me, this is chef kiss.
Yeah.
Coming for us to devour it.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. This is where we say goodbye to our last Lakers. Till next time. See you.
Bye.
Bye.